Jim Nance, Phil Simms, partner, look forward to sharing a very special afternoon with you.
Yeah, it's always going to be special when we have two good football teams going against each other. Can't wait to see who can win this battle.
We'll go now to the third member of our broadcast team, Danielle Bellini, down on the sidelines with more on today's game.
Thanks, guys. You've got a team down here today that wants to get off to a fast start. They talked about not wanting to play from behind, so they're going to take some chances, do what they can to get on top early and stay there for 4 quarters. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Danielle, and now we'll go to the field. The Browns are back deep, ready to return. A touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. Campbell's heading out now for his first series. Nickel formation here for the defense. 1st and 10. The handoff to Willis McGahee. A player on the outside with speed for the Browns is Josh Gordon.
And boy, do the Browns need his speed on the outside and his ability to make plays. They have a hard time generating offense. Well, it would help if you find more ways to get the football to Josh Gordon.
The Panthers with a nickel look here on defense. Campbell's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Zeroed in on that one.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Interception. He's brought down. Coming onto the field, the #1 overall pick of the 2011 NFL Draft, Cam Newton by way of Auburn.
I think when you have the talent that Cam Newton has, no matter what you do, people are going to undervalue it. So they look at him, they see all that talent, and they just think he's going to win the Super Bowl every year. Well, it's a team game, and it doesn't work that way. Good job by the defense. They are all over the throw by the quarterback. They almost pick it off in the end zone. Well, that's a big opportunity missed when you drop a pass like that.
This starting lineup is brought to you by Snickers. When hunger hits, Snickers satisfies. Failing to complete that one, so 2nd down here. Escaping the pressure. He's looking to the right here on this throw. We watched them in practice this week, Phil, practicing plays inside the 20. Let's see what they come out with their first opportunity today inside the red zone.
Well, you've said it many times. This is where you win or lose the football game. They got the quarterback and the receivers to make it happen.
That long gain sets them up here on this play. Challenging the defenders to the right side. Here comes the training staff as we've got a player down on the field.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
A man with a brand new contract, Paul Kruger.
Oh, man, he's got some money. What's it like to have money, Jim? I mean,
you tell me.
You have all that money. Well, Paul Kruger deserves it. He was a big part of the reason why the Ravens won the Super Bowl last year.
It'll be 3rd down. Throws to the right where it had to be.
Good play call that time by the offensive coordinator. Down inside, when you're inside that 20-yard line or the red zone, find ways to complete the pass. They did that time.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one.
Number 34 on the line. No gain.
Let's go now to Danielle Bellini, who has the injury update.
Guys, I just spoke with a Panthers official. Steve Smith's injury seems to be relatively minor, or at least it's minor enough that he'll be back on the field shortly.
Looking for a receiver on the left side here. Ball's loose. That brings the play to an end.
That's what you call a takeaway. The defense just makes such a hard hit that they take the football away from the offense and they recover the fumble.
Hold on a minute. They're going to stop play and take another look at that last one.
Remember, the ground can cause a fumble, Jim. So you have to be down by contact. So here it shows the player was hit. Now did the football come out before his knee hit? Really tough to call. I think they'll stay with the call on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
They went to the booth and it was not verified. Ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front. 3rd and goal from the 1. Going to be a tackle for a loss.
Loss is 2 on the play.
That defensive front looks impenetrable here on the goal line. Touchdown, Carolina.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
The Panthers lined up now for the point after. The point after is good. The Panthers kickoff team is on the field and the offense is on the sideline celebrating a score that was all set up thanks to a very tenacious defense that recovered the fumble. Better judgment says take a knee. First down on the way. Tight ends in motion here. McGahee's handed the football. This linebacking core is the heart and soul of this defensive unit. McGahee is in the backfield, trying to find an open man. Not a wise throw there into double coverage. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Campbell is standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. The Browns now move the chains.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
There's Rob Chudzinski, the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. He's an Ohio boy, by the way, so in many ways, coming back home. Toledo is his hometown, and now the man in charge for the Cleveland Browns.
What a fit for the Cleveland Browns. Not only his personality coming in here to this football team, his offense, I think, fits the talent that the Cleveland Browns have. And then you add Norv Turner to that mix. Boy, Brandon Whedon, he should have a successful year with these two guys helping him out.
That leads us to second down. Tosses it to the running back.
You cannot let offensive players get up the sideline in the NFL. That's where a lot of big plays are made. The defensive end that time, well, he was on the end, and he stopped that run for very little gain.
3rd and 2. McGahee going to lose yards here.
That time, I got to blame the running back. He made a bad read. His vision was terrible. He makes the wrong decision, and it cost his team yards lost.
They're in punting formation. They bring him to the turf. Setting up in the pistol on this play. Now 1st and 10. They give it to the back, and he's running off tackle.
When you run off tackle, one of the things you're looking for is for your tackle to make a good block, and then if you have a lead fullback, can he get past him and block the linebacker to free up the halfback so he can go in between them and get in the secondary and make a big play.
We're back here in this low-scoring affair. The Browns defense now is going to go nickel. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Challenges the coverage and has the completion.
Hard to play man-to-man against such a quality wide receiver. He's fast, he's big. You got to mix up the coverage. You play straight man-to-man, you're going to give up a lot of completions.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Looking to the right side and throwing. Makes the catch.
Perfect defense call that time. They allowed the catch. The coach on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
Olsen's playing out of position in the backfield here. 1st and 10. It's handed to the running back. Oh, we've got an injured player on the field.
That's a good job. He's able to get up and get off the field, and my guess is he's going to be okay. A little bit of a scare there, no doubt about it. That makes everybody nervous.
To the 25. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Handoff to Jonathan Stewart. Ball's on the ground, and the recovery is made by the defense.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, it was called one way on the field. It was a booth review, and the call is overturned. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. First down and 10. Back to the ground, middle. He stacked up at that point.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
The defense is ready to plug up the middle here on the goal line. He is in for the touchdown.
That was just an awful job, wasn't it, by the defense? I mean, it's first and goal. Well, you know it's going to be a run, or I think you should be playing run. The defense not ready. They get overpowered, and they give up the running touchdown.
The Panthers lined up now for the point after. Counted. The Panthers are going to get lined up to kick it off. The offense is pleased with that last scoring drive, but the defense really made it happen, doing the heavy lifting by forcing the fumble and giving them great field position. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. First down. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Kuechly able to quiet the cause. Second down coming up. From the shotgun. It's got some daylight. Someone's been injured out there. Hold on a minute.
Well, that's going to hurt him tomorrow. There's no doubt about it. When you get hit like that, you're going to feel some of that pain tomorrow. But the good news is, I think he's going to be okay. And once he gets a little situated there, I think he'll be back in the game.
False start, offense. Still first down.
First and 15 after the penalty. Looking for an open receiver on the right. In on the stop.
When you play zone in the NFL, what you're trying to do is make the quarterback hold the football just for a half a second longer, and you hope the pass rush can get there. They don't that time. That's why he got to completion.
McGahee is in the backfield. Tight end in motion. Second and 3. Willis McGahee gets it here. And that gains 1.
Well, I know it's not going to make a highlight film, but still a good solid run up in there for a couple yards.
The Browns break huddle and show a jumbo look. 3rd and 2. Staying on the ground. Quentin Michael makes the tackle.
Good job getting the first down by the offense. So look at the defensive players on the sideline cheering their teammates on. Keep us on the sideline a little longer. That's what they're hoping for.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Gets it again here. Brought down right at the 50. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. This will be second down. Boyer's got it in the gun. He's looking to the right here on this throw, and he's tackled at the 34-yard line.
Boy, they got a good drive going here, Jim. I guess you don't hear that too much on the golf course, do you? The way you hit it everywhere. But this offense, they're clicking. They're making plays. Let's see if they can take advantage of just moving this football down the field.
McGahee is in the backfield. They send the tight end in motion. Boyer's back at it now, dropping back once again. Scanning the field. The defense gets a sack.
That's an excellent job by the defense. Just gets quick penetration in there, hits the quarterback, and gets the sack. That clock keeps moving. What a job by the defense in this situation.
Defense comes to the line, ready to pounce on that quarterback one more time. Can they get another sack right here? He's going to be tackled right around the 24-yard line.
Running backs are such a big part of the pass game now in the NFL. Look at this play, able to take a short catch and get a long gain out of it. Nice job by the running back.
A reception on second down, but not enough for the first. Third down. Takes the snap from the shotgun. Challenging the defenders to the right side. He steps out.
Well, when you get a couple first downs on a drive, it just, of course, it makes you feel good about what you're doing. It loosens up the offensive play caller, and there's nothing like dictating to the defense. I love it.
Mounting a serious drive. Boyer's going to take it from the gun. Throws to the right. He brings it in here, and he's got the first. This will be the 11th play of the drive. First and goal. Looking to the right side and throwing. Gets his feet down right near the chalk.
This is where on a defensive side, where you have the lead, the team's driving against you, call something different so you can come up with a big play and stop the offense.
Play after play after play here on this drive. Second and goal from the 6. Greg Little with the grab.
It's getting harder and harder in the NFL to score when you're this close to the goal line. So what will the offense do? They better be creative. That's all I know.
This has been a long drive so far. First and goal. Trying to work that left side. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Marching down the field and taking their time. Second and goal. Looking for an open touchdown and drawing close.
This guy can do it any way you want it. He can throw it when nobody's around him. He can throw it when they're close to him. And how about that play? Takes the hit, but still able to put the football on the money for the touchdown.
And we're going to have a stoppage here because the booth wants to have a look at this potential touchdown. As always, every touchdown is reviewed and verified, and it is now the word sent down. It is, in fact, verified for 6. The Browns for the point after. Driving extra point is good. The Panthers now holding on to a diminishing lead as they'll get the football back here. Scores 14-7. Fair catch this time, and a touchback. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. And Williams heading right, escapes the hit, holds him to 7.
That was a running play that time by the offense. It picked up some good yards. Nothing like it. Show the defense you're willing to get in there and slug it out and get some tough running yards.
Second down coming up. Williams got it on the handoff. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line. So that's going to do it for the first half. Panthers are up in this one. Let's quickly go to Danielle Bellini. She has an update.
Guys, I got a chance to quickly speak with Cam Newton during halftime. So far, his team is out in front, and he told me the important thing now is playing smart. If they can control play and just avoid costly mistakes, they'll be in good shape in the second half. That's all from down here, guys. Back to you.
Danielle, thank you very much. Now we'll go to the field. Lined up in the pistol formation. And here we go, the first snap of the second half. He's looking to the right here on this throw. They spotted at the 42. The Panthers come out in the pistol. 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Makes the grab. The tackle was made. Let's see how they back up the big play here. Running away from the pressure. What a grab. Tackles made. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Makes the grab. Touchdown.
That was a nice job that time by the offense, driving down for the touchdown to increase their lead. That really takes a lot of pressure off their defense.
The Panthers with an extra point try on the way. It's good. Panthers ready to get the pigskin in the air. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The defense comes out in the nickel. First and 10. Challenging the defenders to the right side.
I love these timing routes. The out route, nice job by the wide receiver as he's breaking out towards the sideline. That football is right on target.
Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's second down now. Tossing it to the running back. He's got a wide open alley.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
New set of downs now after picking up the first on the ground. Staying with the running game on first down.
When you're an offensive lineman and you can line up and just run the football straight ahead and pick up those kind of yards, you are going to get into the head of the defense. You're basically saying we're tougher than you are, and we're just going to come right at you.
Ball is out. The defense has the football.
That was just a terrible job by the offensive player that time. Protect the football. No excuse for letting it fumbling the football in a situation like that.
Olsen's shifted from tight end to a receiver in the slot. Cam Newton takes it from the shotgun. He's looking to go down the field here.
Oh, bad decision that time by the quarterback. He tries to force the football into the end zone, and it almost gets picked off by the defense.
Williams is in the backfield. Second and 10. Under pressure and incomplete.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover two, the two deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
Following that incompletion, it sets up third and 10. Throws to the right. Knocked away, incomplete.
Good job by the corner that time, knocking the football down on the throw down the field by the quarterback. That will go down as a pass defense by him. Good job.
Graham Gano lining up for the field goal. That kick is no good. No good. A missed kick on the long field goal try, and now the momentum swings the other way early in the game.
Oh, yes, it changes things in this game, no doubt about it. And I'll tell you, that's why you pay head coaches all that money. They have to make decisions just like that. Either punt it or go for the long field goal. They didn't make it. We'll see if the defense can bail the team out.
He's going deep. Almost intercepted that time. Outstanding coverage on the deep throw, forcing the incompletion.
That's why he's one of the best in the league. He's aggressive. He can take away short passes, but also has the speed and the ability to get back there and knock down those deep ones too.
Second down after the incompletion. They'll go shotgun here. Looking to the right side and throwing. And they get to him at the 45.
The result of the play is a first down.
Well, it was a nice throw by the quarterback that time to get just enough yards to pick up the first down.
That reception gave them the first down. Campbell's back in shotgun formation. The ball is jarred loose. They recover their own fumble.
There's always a rule on the offensive side when the football is fumbled. Little guys pick it up, fat guys fall on it. Don't try to pick it up if you're one of the fat guys. That time they get it done and recover their own fumble.
Nickel formation for the defense here. Needs to get rid of it. Under fire all day.
I don't know what the quarterback was looking at. He had to know the defense was blitzing that time. Doesn't make a quick enough decision, and the defense gets there and gets the sack.
Third down after the sack. Airing it out. Almost intercepted.
Jim, when you get in these situations, there's not much you can do. Third and long, not easy to pick up first downs in these type of situations.
They're set to punt it away now. Again, we'll try and return this one. Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. Muscles through the defender. They go to the right side.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Olsen's moved from the tight end position to the slot. 2nd in the yard. They're going to take off with it. He'll fire it out to the left. Newton hooks up with Greg Olsen.
When you talk about the play-action pass game, it's really when you call it. You got to be in a situation where the defense is thinking run, and when they are, do you have the courage, or I should say the smarts, to fake the run and throw the football? Good call that time by the offense.
Here's the first snap after the big play. Looks to his left. That pass play picks up a first down.
The quarterback see cover four defensive backs playing back against the deep passes. They know they're going to look for underneath or crossing routes. That time, a good throw by the quarterback to the receiver going across the field.
Smith's a receiver in the slot. Scrambling out of the pocket. That catch gives them a first down.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
First down, offense readying for the snap. That wraps up the third quarter here in downtown Charlotte. We'll be back in just a moment for the start of the fourth. The Panthers are still in possession as we get this final quarter underway. Olsen's in the slot here for this play. Final quarter underway now with this snap. And he's taken down.
17-yard loss on the play.
Second down now. Newton in shotgun formation. Getting away from the pressure. Looking for an open receiver on the right. He had it, but the hit jars the ball loose.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. On the spot. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down. Offense lines up here. Failed to pick up the first down, and they'll give the ball back to the other side.
Well, you see it all the time. When the offensive line can't stop the defensive pass rush, then you have your running backs hit a defensive lineman before they go out for the pass.
First down coming up.
Let's go. Move the Tiger.
Campbell's going to take the snap from the shotgun. He makes the catch. And that's a big-time tackle that keeps them 3 yards short of the first down marker.
I think the best thing to say about that play is just it gained a few yards, so that's what you do. All plays don't score. Sometimes you just want to pick up a couple yards.
Coming up, second down. Campbell standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And the quarterback is taken down.
Well, the quarterback's got to see this blitz when it's coming. And if he checks to an audible to get rid of the football quicker or give himself extra protection, that will help him a lot.
The offensive line gets in position. Can they protect their quarterback? He's looking to the right here on this throw. That play is going to be challenged. There is the red flag.
Well, first off, you want to make sure it's a clean catch on the sidelines. Does he have possession of the football? And then once you declare he has possession of the football, let's look down at both feet, see if they're in bounds, and don't forget, you must must maintain possession of the football.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So he challenged the play, and the coach's challenge does not pay off. First down following the long play. Campbell's got it in the gun, challenging the defenders to the right side. Nifty move past the defender. That'll put them in what we call plus territory.
Good job by the receiver that time, getting that extra couple yards, gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
They've got a first down now after that catch. Campbell's going to take it from the gun. Reaches out and snatches it.
Nice job by the quarterback, finding the open guy short. They get the completion. They still do not get the first down, though.
So they complete that one, yet it's still second down. Campbell's back in shotgun formation. Greg Little with the grab. The tackle's going to be made, but he's beyond the first down marker.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field is show some courage. Don't worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Just about 7.5 minutes to go in this one.
Well, it was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Campbell's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Catch is made. Gain of 12.
Well, even though they're down more than 7 here, the offense down the red zone, it'll be good for them for the rest of this game. Their confidence for the offensive coach that they can punch this in for the touchdown.
First down here after the completion. Running back gets it on the handoff.
Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
2 minutes to go before this one's in the books. It's now second down. Campbell standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Incomplete.
As much as these guys practice during the offseason, training camp, during the week, you think receivers and quarterbacks would always be on the same page. That time they were not, and it's another incomplete pass.
The long drive continues. 3rd and 6. Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack. What a play. Snickers is the proud sponsor of this satisfying defensive replay. When hunger hits, Snickers satisfies. Throwing now to his left, and it's intercepted, which should all but wrap up this game.
Wonderful job by the defense that time. They stayed after it, and inside their own 20, they finally come up with a play. They get the interception, and they keep the other team from getting points on the board.
Olsen's a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield. First and 10, D'Angelo Williams. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. D'Angelo Williams with a nice piece of running on that play. Smith's going to get set in the slot for this snap. First and 10, and they go back to the ground, and it's DeQuell Jackson who makes the tackle. And here we have second down. Another handoff to the right. The Browns signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining. Williams lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. Going across the middle. They've got him down there.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Takes the knee. The defense comes out in the nickel. Takes the knee.
Let's see what they do on this third down situation.
Takes the knee. That's going to do it. The clock hits 0, and this game has come to an end. How much sweeter is practice going to be this week after the win on that sideline?
Once you win, practice is easier because your confidence is high. You feel good about what you've done from the previous week because you won. So I think it always gives you a better chance of winning the following week because you feel so good when you're out there in that practice field. You see this so many times from this quarterback, Jim. The play of today's game is just another nice throw by the QB. He has a beautiful throwing motion. If guys get open, he puts it right on the money.
It's been a game we'll always remember. Jim Nance, Phil Sims, so glad to bring it to you.